My name is Glenn Hoskin, and I'd like to introduce you to my wife, Leanne. Well, there are a lot of reasons why we decided to move here to the high country in Banner Elk. Would you like to state the first one?
I think the main reason is we love the seasonal changes. We came from an area that was mostly summertime, so we enjoy having the activities that you can do year-round: skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, as well as all the wonderful hiking trails.
It also wasn't a spontaneous moment. We spent 2 years looking for the right place right place where we wanted to be, and this had everything that we were looking for. But in those conversations that we had with the developer of the property and also speaking with other property owners, Sky House's name came up several times in ways that personally, things that I would look for, those are the things that intrigued me about wanting to have that discussion with Sky House. There's a couple of reasons, and I think Leanne has her preferences, and of course I have mine, but moving up into the high country is something that we've never done before. The climate is quite different. There's a lot of elements in building a home that's quite different than, say, building in Raleigh, North Carolina, or along the coast of North Carolina.
I think that after we met with Jeff and all of his ideas and meeting with his team, we felt real comfortable. You know, we were building a house and we were 5 hours away, and the communication was just awesome.
The conversations that we had wasn't while a builder was on his way to lunch or something else. I think that Sky House, Jeff, and the team really took an interest in what our opinion was. They wanted to get to know us, and they gave us an opportunity to get to know them, because really it is about who you're working with and making sure that you have the communication and the staff to handle the very, well, not lengthy, that's not the word I'm looking for, to handle
Your vision and, you know, what you want done and
right,
what he's done before. So
right, because there's a lot of things that have to come together building a house.
Well, like I said before, you know, we were building a house 5 hours away, and we couldn't get up here every single day. And they reconfirmed, you know, their communication process was just awesome. You know, we knew exactly what was going on every single day. Even the tiniest little questions that they had, about something, they always would ask us, you know, what if we wanted this, or if we wanted that, or this or that, you know. So that was kind of comforting to us, because we knew they weren't going to just put it up there. They were going to question us. We felt like we were part of the building team as well, because they were, you know, so knowledgeable about asking us different questions that we wanted in our home.
And probably the most, I wouldn't say worrisome, but is before that is really trying to understand what this journey was going to look like, because you don't build a house up here in 6 months. It does take 2 years, at least 2 years, to have it all come together.
Well, just like, remember, we were in Florida on vacation, and they were supposed to have started the house, and Jeff called us and he was like, you know, I'm just kind of worried. We need to move the house over. And I'm like, okay, did he really need to ask? I mean, he asked us that, which I'm so happy that he did, because he's the expert and we aren't, and we didn't know, you know, about that. So we were very thankful, and that made us feel really good, because he was caring about us being able to back out the driveway good and made sure that everything was going to be okay for that.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah.
The best part was the day that we got the certificate of occupancy, because we were so excited about getting into this house that we have been sitting back and watching it grow into our vision, into our dream, in a place that we were going to retire for the rest of our lives. So that was absolutely, and having you guys there to celebrate that moment, because everything that we envisioned was there, but there was a lot more that we didn't, that Sky House did. And when you see that put together finally, and when you walk through the front doors, wow, that was great.
Well, you know, you decide what you want, and you look on Pinterest, and you think about all the different things that you like, and you make your Pinterest board, and you have in your head what it's going to look like. And then sometimes what's in your head and then what's actually the finished product doesn't always look the same. But with Sky House, they definitely exceeded my expectations of what I had picked down, and all my different, examples of things that I had that I love. My bunk beds, my kitchen, my bathroom, the stone fireplace with the built-ins. Everything just definitely up and beyond meeting my expectations. I can't really think of one thing that I like best about my house because I like every single thing.
And the subcontractors that Sky House works with are just far more knowledgeable about what they do. They've been around for a while, and they really have our interest at heart when it comes to putting together the projects that we've selected.
They're very
the colors and
personable
stuff.
too.
Very personal. There's a number of things that living here and being part of a board of a homeowners association that I've seen that I could probably ask some questions that I think that are particularly important. It's not so much of the house itself, but also what are you looking for in terms of from the company itself, the communication, the support, the ability to provide good documentation, the ability to have challenging questions and to know that you're going to get a nice, smooth response back that's going to be well thought out, researched if you needed it, and that would be capable of handling any bumps in the road. This journey and the expectations that we had was this was going to be fun and exciting, and that's the attitude that we expected from the builder that we went with, is that we would have a team that was committed to the customer, and also one that would have the necessary tools to set up the budgets, because we only had a finite source of capital that we could work with, and also that could communicate on a level that we required in order to make sure that it was always going to be a great experience. And to me, that's the biggest first step that I would lead somebody into a selection of Sky House, because the work speaks for itself when you drive by. And we've had so many compliments on our house here that
We've recommended Jeff and his team to so many people because we're so happy and love everything about it, and just the structure. It's such a solid house. We look around and see the other homes that are building down here, and ours is by far the most structurally built house, I think, for this area, for this climate.
The most important part was making sure that we all could work through that this experience would be a very, very positive one, and it was. I just wanted to add also one of the things that I have received compliments about, not only about the house, but also in structurally and how it's built and how this Sky House team is so fabulous to work with. But I've talked to other homeowners associations that have had presentations from Sky House, and the thoroughness that Jeff and his team provides at these meetings in terms of being able to portray the look of the house, making sure it meets the guidelines of the HOA, and to ensure that the quality of the workers that go into the home meet specific guidelines to avoid violations and fines that might occur to the property owner or to Sky House, is beyond what I see from a lot of contractors in this area.